In this video, I'm going to demonstrate some of the functionalities of our debug program. So first I will explain the basic setup. So in this setup, this is an PNGW terminal which runs GDB, which is connected to a OpenOCD local host. This is our board, and these are few 7 segment displays which are connected to the board. We use this display to demonstrate some of the functionalities. So and this is an putty terminal. It is just an serial terminal connected with our port by UART at the baud rate of 115200. So now I will just reset my board. So this will start the program. As you can see, the program is started. This clock counts up to 9 and the shell is activated. And the this this hexadecimal number is a value of the register DHCSR, which is configured to uh, which configures the functionality of debug module. So to enable the debug module, we have to use this command debug on en. So this command will enable the debug monitoring. Now as you can see, our debug monitor is uh, enabled. Our debug monitor is enabled. We can use our breakpoint functionality to halt a program. So to demonstrate that, we included one special command called bkpt. So this command will add a breakpoint at the starting location. So I will just hit enter now. Now you can see we get this output. So as you can see, by looking the value of this register, we can guess that there is a one breakpoint, and the program counter is currently stopped at this point. So we can also confirm that here the breakpoint exists by using GDB. So to do that, we'll just use this command x/I and the memory location where we want to look, 0x1d 2c. As you can see, at this location there is a breakpoint, and because of this breakpoint our program is halt. So now to continue the execution of program, we just hit C. Now you can see our program is continuing and we are again back into our shell. Now we are in our shell again. So this demonstrates the working of breakpoint, but we can also add breakpoint at any desired location. These are the hardware breakpoints. So there are actually 6 breakpoints available in our TIVA 4C board. So to know about that breakpoint, you can use this command fpb dump. Here FPB stands for flash patch and breakpoint unit. So we use this flash patch and breakpoint unit uh, to implement our debug functionalities. So as you can see, these are six hardware breakpoint available in our program. So currently no breakpoint is set. So we need to set this breakpoint. So I will now demonstrate how to set this breakpoint. But before that, we should know something about our code. So I will show our code. So basically, in our program, there are some dummy functions declared. So these are the functions. Basically, this dummy function, like this first dummy function one, it will increment the value of this 7-segment display, leftmost 7-segment display, from 0 to 9. The dummy function 2 will do the same thing for the second 7-segment display, and the dummy function 3 will do the same thing for the third 7-segment display. And rest functions like dummy function 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, they will just print their name on the UART console. So now, but to set the breakpoint, we should know the starting address of uh, we should know the address of these functions. So to know the address of this function, I will just use this command dump func. So this command will show the starting address of the of all the functions and the address of first instruction of these functions. So as you can see, this is the starting address of the first function, this is for second function, this is for third function. Now we can look at the disassembly of this dummy functions. So we can use GDB to look the disassembly. So we can use this command SAS followed by the location at which we want to see the disassembly. So we will put the starting address of dummy function 1, which is 0x180C. So this will show the disassembly of dummy function 1. As you can see, this is a disassembly for dummy function 1. So uh, this is the disassembly for our dummy function 1. So we can put the breakpoint at this location by using this command fpb set bkpt followed by the index of the hardware breakpoint. So I will put 0 and the location where we would like to set the breakpoint. So which is this will set the breakpoint at the beginning of function 1. Similarly, we will put breakpoint at the beginning of function 2. Now we will also put the breakpoint at the function 3. So as our breakpoints are set, we can also see this by using the fpb dump command again. Now you can see these 3 breakpoints, hardware breakpoints are set at these 3 memory locations. So now we can call all the functions. So to call the function, we use this command called call underscore fun. So this will call the function. Now we can call this dummy functions by using this command call func. But as we added 3 breakpoints at the beginning of our first three function. So our program will halt at the first function. Now I will hit enter. It should be halt at our first function's location. So now as you can see, it halt at this program counter. So which is also the first location of our dummy function one. Now we can use C to continue as well as S for single step operation. So now I will use uh, S as to demonstrate the single step functionality. Uh, as you can recall that our first function will increment the value of this leftmost 7 segment display from 0 to 9. So as I will press S, this value should be incrementing. Now I will do that. So I will press S now. As you can see, our program counter is incremented to this location, and this is the location of the second instruction of our function. Similarly, if I hit S once again, so this will go to this location. This is the location of our third instruction of our dummy function. Now I will hit C again. Now you can see the value is changing uh, in our leftmost 7 segment display. So this holds the garbage value of previous 7 segment. That's why it is showing 9 currently. But if I hit single step few times again, it will get to 1. Again, it will get to 2. It will get to 3. It will get to 4. It will continue up to 9. Now it will call the next function. It will increment the second 7 segment display. So for now I will skip that part, and you can continue execution of your program by hitting this C command. So I will hit C now. Now as you can see, our program stops at next breakpoint, which is at this address location. If we look at this address location, as expected, we should be able to see the dummy function too. As you can see, at this address, we have dummy function 2. We can disassemble this. So this is the disassembly of our dummy function 2. We can also use step-by-step operation here, but I will skip that for now and continue. After continuing, it should stop at the third dummy function, which is located here. We can also cross-check this. So this is the starting location of dummy function 3. Now if I hit continue, it will continue to execute all the functions as no more breakpoints are present there. So now I will do that. As you can see, all the remaining functions are called, and our program stopped executing. Now we are back into our command shell. So uh, there are few more commands available. You can use this help command to list all the commands. So these are all commands available, and this this demonstrate all the functionality of our debugger. Thank you.